Today we will see conversion of state model into transfer function. So let's start this by using an example. Find the transfer function of the system with the state space model matrices A, B and C. So now they have given us the state space model matrices A, B and C, and we are supposed to find out the transfer function of the system. So let's begin. Now, in order to calculate the transfer function of the system, the formula is C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D. As all of us are aware, in order to calculate the transfer function, we require the ratio of Laplace transform of output to Laplace transform of input. Output is represented by Y of S and input is represented by U of S. Now, the formula is C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D. Let's start solving. First, we need to calculate Si minus A. Now, in order to calculate Si minus A, we need the value of Si. As the A matrix is of order 2 by 2, the identity matrix also will be of order 2 by 2. That identity matrix is to be multiplied with S. From that, we need to subtract A. So we will obtain Si minus A. In order to obtain Si minus A inverse, we are using adjoint method. How to calculate Si minus A inverse using adjoint method? It is very simple for 2 by 2 matrix. Simply swap the diagonal elements and the non-diagonal elements are to be maintained as it is with reversal of sign. You can check the value of Si minus A inverse. The diagonal elements are exchanged, so S plus 2 is becoming S plus 1 and S plus 1 is becoming S plus 2. Similarly, the non-diagonal elements are having a reversal of sign, so 2 is becoming minus 2 and 0 is remaining as it is. Then adjoint method, this is to be divided by the determinant. So what is determinant of Si minus A? How to calculate determinant of Si minus A? The product of diagonal elements minus product of non-diagonal elements. So can you see in denominator of Si minus A inverse, we are having the product of diagonal elements minus product of non-diagonal elements in order to get the determinant. Let's proceed forward. Once we have obtained the value of Si minus A inverse, we are supposed to calculate the transfer function now. The formula to calculate the transfer function is, we know it is C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D. As the value of D matrix is not specified, the value of D matrix is to be considered as 0. So in our formula, let's go back to our formula. What is the formula? C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D. So now as D matrix is not given to us in the question, kindly refer to the question. D matrix is not given, so we have to assume the D matrix to be equal to 0. Okay. So G of S, that is the transfer function, will become C into Si minus A inverse into B simply. What is the value of C matrix? It is 1, 0. What is the value of Si minus A inverse? It is, I am reading row wise, S plus 1 minus 2, 0, S plus 2 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2. And what is the value of B matrix? It is 3, 1. So now how to solve this? All of us are aware of the properties of the matrix multiplication. The matrix multiplication is to be carried out in the order. So let's first multiply C with Si minus A inverse. What is the order of C matrix? It is 1 by 2. What is the order of Si minus A inverse? It is 2 by 2. So what will be the order of the resultant matrix? It will be 1 by 2. So if you multiply the first two matrices, what value of matrix you are getting? It is S plus 1 and minus 2. Now this S plus 1 and minus 2 is to be multiplied with 3, 1. What is the order of first matrix here now? It is 1 by 2. And what is the order of second matrix? It is 2 by 1. So the order of the resultant matrix will be 1 by 1. So what we are obtaining here? It is 3s plus 3 minus 2 divided by s plus 1 s plus 2. Now let's simplify this. The denominator can be simplified if you want. So the denominator will be s square plus 3s plus 2. So what is the transfer function of the system now? It is 3s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 s plus 2. All of us should remember the formula to calculate the transfer function. The transfer function formula is C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D.